Welcome to the Holistic Health Bites podcast. I'm your host, Andrea Nicholson, crime scene investigator turned functional health investigator. This podcast is here to share bite-sized episodes and unique interviews on a wide variety of health topics to empower, enlighten, and educate you to live your best, most vibrant life. Disclaimer: all information you hear on this podcast is for information only and constitutes individual opinions of the person speaking. This should not be taken as medical advice. Being a listener of this show does not initiate a practitioner-client relationship between you and the hosts or panelists on this show. Please discuss these topics with your medical professionals before making any changes to your health. Okay, let's dive in. Weight loss is by far the most common reason why people seek the help of a nutritionist or other health professional. But it's not really about weight. We don't want to lose weight at any cost. If we did, we would just opt to cut off limbs, as that would be a very rapid way to lose weight. What people really want is to lose fat. And many people go to great lengths and significant risks to make that happen. Surgeries, starvation diets, long-term calorie restriction, herbs, supplements, medications, injections, freezing the fat, sucking it out, just to name a few. But let's dive deeper into some of the newer weight loss drugs, semaglutides specifically, like Ozempic, Wegovy, and Monjauro. A new study was just published in the Journal of the American College of Cardiology looking at obese mice. Now, this is a mice study, it's not a human study, but it was looking at the effects of these medications. These mice were obese, and they were given, there was two groups. One group was given semaglutide and one group was not. Both were put on the same weight loss diet. The group that got the semaglutide did lose significantly more weight, and it was in the form of both fat and muscle. But it wasn't just skeletal muscle that they lost. Remember, some of your organs are also muscle tissue. The researchers in this study noted a significant loss of heart muscle, which has the potential to be detrimental in the long run. Like all medications, these drugs have benefits and risks. We each just have to weigh those risks against the benefits. Across all of the studies I've reviewed, one thing holds true, and it makes logical sense. The smallest and shortest duration doses come with the least risks and the fewest side effects. So if you are going to take these medications, go for the smallest dose possible and for the shortest duration. Now, muscle isn't just about being strong or helping us move through life. It's also vital for blood sugar management, immunity, amino acid stores, and for healthy, strong bones, and so much more. Numerous other studies have been conducted in humans using these medications, and they consistently find the same risks and benefits. They do have increased weight loss, increased fat loss, but they also have increased muscle loss, along with many side effects like nausea, diarrhea, weakness, loss of strength, loss of appetite, hypoglycemia, pancreatitis, pancreatic cancer, gallbladder dysfunction, thyroid cancer, retinopathy, kidney injury, and cardiovascular changes. Now, some of these side effects are much more common than others, and some are exceedingly rare, but they are still risks. And of course, there's always the risk of regaining the weight very rapidly when you go off of the medications. This is a significant risk, especially if there was a large amount of muscle lost along with the fat due to the changes in metabolic function with less muscle. This risk is greatest in those who didn't also make lifestyle and dietary changes while taking the drug. When they go off of the drug and continue with their standard American diet, likely going back to much larger portions when their appetite returns, the weight comes back on with a vengeance, often far exceeding the weight they originally lost. Personally, I'm a big fan of doing everything possible in a natural way before resorting to medications for any condition. There are so many healthy ways to lose fat that don't come with these kinds of risks. It's never too late to start. I promise, even if you feel like you have done it all, you haven't. There are many, many options to explore. These medications do have their place, and I am thankful they exist for people who truly need them. But they are not miracle cures or ideal for anyone long term. Let your body do the healing. It has all of the innate wisdom it needs. We just need to remove interferences and offer gentle supports to get the job done. Until the next, be well and vibrant. Thanks for being a faithful listener to the podcast. Did you get value from listening to this show? I'd love it if you left me a review on this podcast so that others can more easily find this valuable information. Did you know I also work one-on-one with clients and my practice is entirely virtual? I approach solving health challenges like I approached solving crimes, by conducting a thorough investigation into your case. Sadly, hundreds of millions of people in the US have poor metabolic function, insulin resistance, prediabetes, and diabetes, and the vast majority have no idea because their doctors aren't looking in the right places. I'm here to fix that without unnecessary medications. If you struggle with low energy, stubborn weight, hypertension, sleep disturbances, or any other undesired symptom, and you want a natural, lasting approach to correcting the problem rather than masking symptoms, apply to work with me. The link is in the show notes.